Hello, Alabama. It could be scary and monstrous, not for Bama, but for the Raiders' future opponents who could have a big Bama star, Milroe. Let's take a look at that, but first subscribe to the channel to receive more Bama news. In the most recent NFL mock draft, conducted by Pro Football Focus, PFF, Alabama quarterback Jaylen Milo was projected to go 7th overall, destined for the Las Vegas Raiders. The simulation generated excitement and expectations among fans, as Milroe, despite showing some inconsistencies this season, is still considered a promising talent for the next class of quarterbacks. For the Raiders, adding Milroe could represent a bold and strategic choice, considering the versatility and dual-threat ability he brings to the field, in addition to one of the most powerful arms in the class. PFF analyst Trevor Sakima noted that Milroe has made notable improvements in his accuracy and touch in 2024, which only reinforces his potential to become a playmaker in the NFL. In addition to Milroe, another Alabama standout in PFF's projections was edge rusher LT Overton, who was projected to be the number 31 pick by the Detroit Lions. Overton, a tough and physical pass rusher, has traits that align well with the Lions' needs, especially with Aiden Hutchinson's injury, which could impact his readiness next season. Sakima noted that while Overton isn't a speedy pass rusher, his size and power make him a valuable asset, capable of contributing both in the run game and in the pass rush. Unlike in past seasons, Alabama's roster this year doesn't feature as many first-round caliber talents. However, players like Milroe and Overton show that even in a transitional season, Alabama continues to provide the NFL with players with the potential to impact future teams. Milroe's presence in the top 7 is indicative of the NFL's recognition of the quarterback's development and the adaptability he has shown throughout the year. For the Raiders, the selection of Milroe is not only about filling a void at the position, but also a bet on the explosive potential he can bring in the long term. With the draft approaching, Milroe's performance in the coming weeks will be key to establishing his position and maintaining the confidence of NFL analysts and teams in his talent. On the other hand, there are those who say that Milroe should stay at Bama for another year. Did you see? Let's analyze. The question of Jaylen Milroe's future with the Alabama Crimson Tide is gaining more and more attention, with analysts and fans wondering whether the young quarterback will opt for another season at the college level or declare for the 2025 NFL Draft. Despite being considered one of the most promising prospects for the next quarterback class and even as a potential number 1 pick by ESPN's Mel Kiper after his performance against Georgia, Milroe has faced fluctuations in his performance since then. With 1,937 passing yards, 380 rushing yards and 25 total touchdowns this season, Milroe is cementing a remarkable career, reaching the historic mark of 25 passing touchdowns and 25 rushing touchdowns at Alabama. However, as ESPN analyst Tom Luginbill noted, there are aspects of his game that could benefit from another year under coach Kalen DeBoer. Luginbill believes that this extra experience could not only improve Milroe's consistency, but also maximize his chances of entering the NFL as a first-round pick with the potential to make an immediate impact. The possibility of Milroe returning to Alabama has some strategic implications for the program. The team has talented backup quarterbacks in Ty Simpson, Dylan Lonergan and Austin Mack, as well as Keelan Russell, a 2025 recruit. Milroe's continued presence for another season could inevitably impact the dynamics of that group, leading some to consider the transfer portal to secure playing time at other programs. This question poses a dilemma: keep Milroe as the starter and boost the Crimson Tide's immediate success, or make room for the development of the young quarterbacks who are waiting for their chance to lead the offense. In addition to the strategic issues, Milroe's own performance is also under scrutiny. In recent weeks, he has not displayed the same explosiveness in the rush that characterized the beginning of the season, and his passing accuracy has been inconsistent, especially on long-range plays. Many believe that, with another year of experience in DeBoer's offensive system, he could refine these aspects, improving his skills before facing the demanding level of the NFL. Regardless of his final decision, Milroe will have a crucial role in the coming weeks as Alabama looks to continue its winning streak. Each game represents an opportunity to reaffirm his potential and show that he is ready for the next step, whether that be in the draft or another season in charge of the Crimson Tide. What will it be like? I want to see your comments at the end. And Kalen DeBoer wants to help Milroe along with Alabama. Coach Kalen DeBoer addressed this challenging time during an interview on ESPN's SportsCenter, highlighting the program's commitment to supporting Milroe and creating the conditions for him to regain confidence and return to his best performance. For DeBoer, the key is to simplify the game for the young quarterback and allow him to focus on his strengths, rather than pressuring him to do more than is necessary. We just have to get back to when he's at his best and not try to do too much, not try to go beyond what he's capable of, DeBoer explained. He sees Milroe as not just a natural talent, but a unique presence with skills and characteristics that set him apart from other quarterbacks. The coach's intention is to adjust the game plan so that Milroe can explore his potential and feel more comfortable making decisions on the field. Milroe has struggled recently, especially against Tennessee and South Carolina, where he threw 2 interceptions, including one on the final drive that sealed the Crimson Tide's loss to the Volunteers. Those lapses came at a critical time for Alabama, and his rushing production has also taken a dip, being limited to just 36 yards against the Gamecocks and 11 against Tennessee. His consistency on the ground, once a hallmark of Milroe's performance, has now become a question mark, especially after a memorable game against Georgia in which he rushed for 117 yards and scored 2 touchdowns. Kalen DeBoer knows that to support Milroe, it's essential to adapt the offensive system to his style of play and ensure that the rest of the team is performing at a high level as well. We need everyone to step up their game, and I know he'll do the same because it means a lot to him, DeBoer said, emphasizing the importance of creating a structure in which Milroe can thrive without the burden of undue responsibility. For the coach, each player around Milroe plays a crucial role in creating opportunities, and when everyone is aligned, the quarterback's job becomes simpler and more efficient. DeBoer's strategy, then, is not only to improve Milroe's stats, but also to foster a team mentality focused on execution and mutual support. This approach could be the deciding factor in Alabama remaining competitive as it seeks to fine-tune its offense and revive Milroe's confidence. The season still holds significant challenges, and the Crimson Tide need their quarterback to regain the confidence and form that made him a Heisman Trophy prospect. And of course, to confirm whether he'll make it to the NFL in the future, too. Speaking about passion and the win over Missouri, DeBoer said, "I'll never question the passion." For DeBoer, the game represented more than just a scoreboard win, it was a demonstration of passion and determination from a team that has faced significant challenges in this first season of transition. "I'll never question the passion," DeBoer said, highlighting the players' commitment to giving their best, especially players like Malachi Moore, who have shown increasing leadership on and off the field. The coach emphasized the importance of communication and mutual trust, which he said were evident in practice throughout the week and reflected in the tactical execution during the game. He noted that this was one of the first times the team has been able to conduct practice sessions that instilled confidence among the players. This development is crucial, considering that the Crimson Tide is still trying to achieve complete synchrony on the field, something DeBoer believes is essential to consistently playing against opponents. Alabama's physical and disciplined performance was also a highlight for DeBoer. Against Missouri, the team showed intensity on every play, something that the coach deeply appreciated. Jamarian Miller was a clear example of that physicality, scoring 2 touchdowns, while Alabama's defense was relentless, grabbing 3 interceptions that stifled Missouri's chances. The result was more than just a convincing victory, it was a reaffirmation of the Crimson Tide's potential to compete at a high level. For Missouri, the loss represented the end of its playoff hopes, after starting the season ranked in the top 10. For Alabama, the college football playoff dream remains alive, with only one more matchup remaining against a ranked team. The dominant performance in this homecoming game, led by a team that is still finding its feet under DeBoer, shows that the Crimson Tide is on the right track to maintain its relevance and fight for a place among the best in the country. And with Milroe and the rest of us, are we going to the playoff? Now I want to hear your thoughts. Comment.